How old did he start abusing you?
The first time was when he threatened to kill me and my kids. The second time is when he hit me in the eye and he left. The third time is when he came to the house and we was fighting, fussing and arguing, and I had a knife to protect myself because I was terrified of what he was going to do.
Okay, you're holding a knife to protect yourself and your children from your own husband.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like most people, they're terrified to go out in the world and they live in a bad neighborhood. You have to do this at home.
Yes.
Okay. What is causing such extreme behavior on his part?
Rumors. He said that he heard that I was a whore before we got married, that I was cheating on him. He say.
After you got married, he started hearing rumors?
Yes, after we got married, he started hearing rumors.
So you've been together 4 years, and some of the stuff as he brought up, is it true or?
It's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true.
And so do you tell him, why are you listening to that? I'm your wife, that didn't happen? And what does he say to that?
He say, well, these what people told me in the streets, and I'm gonna believe what they say. The streets doesn't lie.
Well, first of all, since you've been married, have you ever cheated on him?
No, sir.
You haven't cheated on him?
No, sir.
And this is a guy you love?
This is the guy I love.
And even though he's threatening you now and saying, I mean, come on, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill your children, can you still love somebody that makes statements like that?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Why do you think he's saying those things?
Out of anger, he got an anger problem.
He's got an anger problem?
Yes, he got a
Did he have an anger problem before you got married?
No, not as I know of. I did not see it.
He didn't show you?
He did not show it.
What do you think triggered all this?
The alcohol.
He started drinking.
He was drinking before I met him, but it got real heavy after we got married.
Now, I would have to say, as a mother, and you have how many children?
3.
3. And none of them by him, right?
None of them by him.
So now when he starts making threats against you and your children, isn't your responsibility to say, I gotta kind of take this seriously because my kids might be in danger?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what have you done about it?
I sent my kids to stay with my grandma for a week to protect them.
Okay, so you sent them to your grandmother's?
Yes.
And you stayed?
Yes.
Why don't you want to protect yourself too?
Because I have a job and I go to school and I don't want to mess up my education on my job.
What happened a week ago?
A week ago, my little girl was sitting in the car and he hit the side of the car where my little girl was sitting at. And it could have killed her. Anything could have happened to her.
He hit the car?
Yes, he hit my friend girl's car.
With what?
With another car.
And you said, oh my God, this guy really means like he's trying to kill me. I'm calling the police.
Yes.
And what happened?
The police came out. They did a statement, and that's it.
They didn't lock him up?
No.
And are you still at home with him?
No, he stayed with his father. Me and the kids are at the house.
Okay, so you're at the house, he's somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
So I got to ask you, why are you here today?
Because he needs help. We need help.
You want help so you can repair your relationship?
Yes, sir.
He took a car and tried to hurt you.
Yes, sir.
And you want to stay with this guy?
Yes.
Are your kids afraid of him?
They terrified of him.
Okay. See, that's where I'm going to get hung up here because I understand love is a very powerful thing and it keeps you with people that maybe you don't have no business being with. But if I saw my children being terrified of something, you know, no matter how much I like that thing or love that person, I could never have that thing or person around my children. My husband, Thomas. You have a wife, she says you guys been together for 4 years, right?
Right.
Loving?
Right.
You love her?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Then she says all of a sudden you get married and everything changes the moment you get married. Is that true?
Right.
That is true. So she says you start drinking heavily, you start accusing her of things from her past, and you think now that she's cheating.
Well, I be hearing stuff in the streets, man. So
What do you hear in the streets?
what she be doing?
From who?
From the people I know, my homeboy.
Your homeboy. And what do they say that she's out there doing?
Hoeing around.
Just your reaction now, I would say, wow, you really don't believe it. because you don't seem too upset about it. But then she tells a story about you taking a car and you're smashing into her. So I guess maybe you do take it seriously. You really do believe it because you're trying to cause harm to her and her child.
She be running them out. She be running them out. Bothering
When
me.
you smashed the car into the car that she was in, what the hell were you thinking? No, you had to be thinking something like you put the car in drive, you put your foot down on the gas pedal, and you drove a vehicle, smashed it into a car that she was in.
I ain't got nothing to say. Nothing to say. I wasn't thinking clearly.
You weren't thinking clearly. Were you drunk?
No, I've been mad.
You were mad. Everybody gets mad, right? Do you ever put your hands on her?
I have.
Why?
Cause she be I tell her leave me alone. She still want to run her mouth. I leave.
So when
she
you run,
still
when
bothering
she
me.
runs her mouth, then what do you do? Slap her, punch her? What do you do?
I had hit her.
You hit her. Now at that point, do you ever have his ass locked up?
Yes.
When he hits you, you have called the police and had him locked up. Okay. So I'm really confused here. You want help to stay with him.
Yes.
Why? I see there's no remorse. Like some guys come out here and they made a mistake and they tried to hurt their wife or whatever, and they feel really bad about it. I'm not feeling it right now. Are you feeling it?
No, sir.
No. Do you feel bad about what you did?
Yeah, I feel bad what I did. I didn't mean to.
Difference between right and wrong, and no matter how mad that makes you, it doesn't give you the fact that, okay, your attitude's bad, I'm gonna give you a slap. Because if that's the case, I'd be slapping your ass all over the stage. Your grandmother's here, let's bring her out.
I didn't know that you did all the things that you did to her, T. Under the God, I didn't know. I did not know. She got kids. You should love them kids just like you love her. If you love her, you wouldn't take her to the things that you do. You will leave that look alone and leave your friends alone. Don't believe everything everybody got to tell you. Believe all the God makes you see with your own eyes. And you need to wake up too, baby. You really need to wake up. Wake up, baby, please. Wake up before it's too late. Lord, wake up. And you need to wake up, please. I've been staying out of y'all business. Honest to God, I've been staying out of it. But when you hit that car with my grandchild in it, that's when I stepped in. That's why I called. If you love her, then you got to love the kids as well.
I do.
And how can you? How can you when you threaten? But how can you tell when you threaten those children? When you threaten their life?
I made wrong decisions. I made wrong decisions.
It's not a wrong.
in my life.
It's not a wrong decision,
It
T.
was.
I know you might not like me after this, but it's not gonna bother me any. Before I let you hurt my child, so help me God, I'll take you out. Thank you very much for helping me.
And the problem I have with doing a show like this is that you called the show, and I'm glad you did, because hopefully we get a woman and her children out of a bad situation, and so the kids don't have to be terrified anymore. So that part I'm glad to do the show. But your granddaughter comes on, and she's saying, oh, he needs help, and I want to give him help so we can be together. And, you know, whatever, I don't know anything about you but then what's been portrayed on the show, but I certainly don't feel any remorse on your part. I don't feel any regret or some enlightenment that you've experienced from your separation from your wife. You still want to talk, you know, your people on the streets and all that. You know, fine. Then that's where you need to be.
I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson.
You did?
I learned my lesson.
Where's the pain and sorrow that you feel for slapping your wife around? That you almost ran her over with the car? Where is that?
I got this. And I sit and talk to her about it.
I mean, should I even read these? I mean, it doesn't even really matter to me. I mean, personally, I could give a damn whether you're cheating or not. I really don't care. I mean, all I hear is about a guy driving into a car with a baby in it. So should I read these?
Do you want to know?
Oh, well, I'm out of the mood.
You can read them.
Since you married Thomas, have you had sexual physical contact with any other males? She answered no. Since you married Thomas, have you had sexual intercourse with any other males? She answered no. And the results for your lie detector test, Francis, is that you told the truth.
Can you say it right? Can you tell?
Now, if he is cheating on you, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna leave anyway.
Okay. I don't know if that was very convincing. I'd like to believe that.
I am.
Okay. Thomas came here today and he took a lie detector test and he was asked 2 questions. Since you married Francis, have you had sexual intercourse with any other females? He answered no, and he told the truth. Since you married Francis, have you had sexual physical contact with any other females? He answered no, and he did not tell the truth.
That's a lie. It's a lie.
Because you wanted some help for him. I have no interest in giving a guy that doesn't give a damn about him, his wife, his children. I'm not helping him. You, sir, get the hell off my stage. And Grandma, I know you came here. First of all, I want to say I'm glad that you called the show because you're trying to protect your children, your grandchildren, and I admire you for that. I'm going to ask you to leave the stage. I want to thank you for so much for coming on the show. Thank you. You ever see the show?
Yes, sir.
You've seen the show. So you know what time it is, right? Let's pick a door time. You're going to close the show with the decision that you make. And that's either going back out that door with Thomas if you think, I'm going to give him another chance and I'm going to try to make it work. And I'm not trying to make it sound like that's a, you know, but I think that's a horrible decision. I'll say it right there. That's a horrible decision. And I think about it all the time. Kids, can you imagine being a child and being terrified? Who's going to protect me? Who is going to protect me? And the one luxury I always had growing up, which we didn't have money, but I had a father that I knew no matter what, my father was going to protect me. And don't your children deserve the same thing?
Yes, sir.
Mom's going to protect me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Thomas is out that door, and your grandmother and all the help that we can give you is out that door. Which way you going?
Help.